The officials, John Goebel, our referee, Brian Forte. Our umpire is Matt Myers. In the replay center, Matt Bowen, Dedrick Taylor, Aaron Smith. And here we go with New York taking it first. They tried to get one down low, and it's out of bounds. It's off New York. Or rather off of Boston. New York will inbound. So here come the 50-28 New York Knicks, number 3, and 3-game lead right now over number 4, Indiana. It's Towns. Tatum will get him, and they go to Bridges for a 13-foot jump shot, and the rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics are 58-20, number 2. They're back at Cleveland in the East by 4 games. Jaylen Brown, bad knee and all, with a rebound by OG Anunoby, who has been on a scoring tear of late.
If there's ever was a blessing in disguise for an injury to Brunson, to me, OG and Bridges, the way they played in those 15 games, if you're Coach Thibs, you got to utilize how both of those players offensively were very effective while Brunson was out.
Tom Thibodeau in his 5th season, 2-time NBA Coach of the Year. Another 50-win season for this franchise. First time that's happened in 30 years. Shot clock at 1 on the fly. Brunson gets it to go.
Like how comfortable he is, especially driving on that right ankle. Little runner in the paint there to get the scoring going for the Knicks.
Porzingis, who is ill and didn't play on Sunday, they go around the horn. Here is Tatum. They beat Washington by 34 points on Sunday. 7 were in double figures, and Porzingis, a former draft pick by New York, knocks it down.
What a matchup in the middle between 2 bigs that are pick and pop players. They kind of play the same way. Porzingis did a nice job of taking Cat off the dribble.
Porzingis knocks it away. Hart will retrieve. Shot clock at 5. He'll take it and race right down the middle. It's Brunson with a 3. White was defending. Rebound was tipped inside. It is off of New York. It will be Boston's ball. The Celtics, led by 3rd-year head coach Joe Mazzulla, who, by the way, was the Eastern Conference Coach of the Month in March with a spectacular 14-1 record. There's a quick foul on the Knicks. Less than 2 minutes gone.
Kickball action.
Kickball out of bounds, and the shot clock at 17.
You look at the 3 games played between these 2 squads. It's been heavily favored, obviously. Look at this deep 3 here by Porzingis.
Knocked away by White. Picked up by Holiday. Out to Tatum. He'll take a 3.
And that's exactly what Coach Thibodeau told us is going to be the top. Averages 48 3-point attempts, right? They make 18 of them. You can't give them 2 and 3 looks at the offensive end.
Tatum is number 7 in 3-point shots made in the entire NBA. Hard on the move and gets it to drop for New York, with Boston the other way. So the Knicks have come in winning 2 straight and 5 of 6. Boston has come in winning 2 straight and 11-12 with a turnover, and Brunson the other way. The trailing Towns, and on that baseline to Bridges. Towns will knock it in.
That's what the Knicks are doing here. If you can create offense from your defense, come up with a steal and get in transition before the Celtics can set up that defense.
It's Holiday with Brunson defending. And coming off a double-double, Karl Anthony Towns has the rebound. 19 and 13 Sunday against the Suns. Here's a 3. Towns
has only shot the ball at a 28% clip from that 3-point line. Lowest since 2018-19 for Karl Anthony Towns. Hasn't shot a lot of 3-pointers this season.
In the corner, it's Holiday with a 3. Hart has got the rebound. Josh Hart down the middle. The trailing Towns in stride into Brown. Pushed and shoved as he drove down the lane, and a foul to go at him.
Well, it's the versatility that Coach Mazzulla has. Sometimes they can put it big on him like a Luke Cornett or Porzingis, or they like to play small, sometimes having Holiday or Derek White. And that puts Brunson in a precarious position, because do you just feed him because as a smaller guy on him? That takes away the pick and roll because they can switch back. So it's a lot of flexibility defensively that the Celtics can play with in guarding Karl Anthony Towns.
So the Knicks by 5 on an 8-0 run. Towns an 83% free throw shooter. Knocks him in. Holiday the other way. He has been playing well. He's healthy. It's Porzingis. Step back three. Towns the close. Rebound Bridges. And the first-year Knick will take it down the middle. White will meet him. Karl Anthony Towns banging his way into Holiday.
What a start for Karl Anthony Towns. We mentioned that only 15 points in 3 outings versus this Celtics team already has 8 of the 12 Knicks points.
Jason Tatum 3. No. Rebound tap. Hart comes up with it. And the Knicks on the move. A 10-0 run. Here's a Bridges 3. Hart trying for the rebound. Tatum will lasso it, and it's back out to Jaylen Brown. Managing that bad right knee. A bone bruise 8 games ago. Inside up and down.
You can tell he's laboring a little bit. He doesn't have that explosiveness. You see how he's kind of limping up and down.
And he says he's going to fight his way through it the remainder of the season and into the playoffs.
Hey, it's championship or bust here for Jaylen Brown.
Towns spins inside on Brown.
He's got it going tonight. Double figures, 10 of the 14 coming from Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, the last 10 points by New York, all authored by Karl Anthony Towns. Holiday down that baseline. It's out to Tatum, Porzingis, Brown, the fake, the drive, the feed, the cross court. White with a 3. Rebound inside, nabbed in there by Anunoby. Taken by Porzingis. Back to Brown. The fake and the drive, and he'll feed, and around they go. And Tatum the 3, the close by Towns. Tipped by White. Offensive rebound and the 2 inside.
That's the only way that Boston is scoring here in this first quarter. Offensive rebounds.
Here comes the dynamic Brunson. Tatum is on Towns. Karl Anthony Towns with the spin, knocked away with the Celtic defense, and White the other way. And the trailing Porzingis. It's off New York. 6:14 to go. We're in.
He says, listen, the team is finding its peak rhythm after missing pieces and adding new pieces this year. He said against Boston, we have to challenge their threes, their ability to score off the dribble, and the rebounding is huge. It requires the second and the third efforts and correct initial reads. He told us our last game in the fourth quarter, we know we can compete, but we have to play against this team for 48 minutes, as does any team playing this talented Boston squad.
Allie, we thank you. White just hit a 3. Here's Anunoby. He puts it in. 32 points Sunday against the Suns. Had 19 in the third quarter. And he's had 10 straight games where he has scored 20 points or more. An incredible run and really blossoming. Here's a drive by Brown. Towns is there. And he altered the shot. Blocked it on the play. Brunson the other way for New York. Coming back with the drive into Holiday. 2 of the best guards going head-to-head inside.
You can see the explosiveness starting to come back for Jalen Brunson.
It's Porzingis who'll put up a 3. Brunson had the tip. Brunson controls the ball. Felt a little rusty. He was 3 of 9 Sunday against the Suns. Here's a drive. Towns with authority down the lane. Knocked away with a whistle. And 4:51 to go here in the first. From Madison Square Garden again at the line.
Big congratulations to Melo. You talk about in terms of some of the greatest scoring that this game has ever seen. Carmelo Anthony needs to be in that conversation. You talk about a walking bucket. Carmelo was one of the toughest guys I've ever played against and watched. Just an unbelievable talent. Congratulations to Melo on his way to the Hall of Fame. What a class that is. Maya Moore, Dwight Howard, Sue Bird.
Cornette has come in. Hauser has come in. Pritchard has come in for Boston. Mitchell Robinson says to check in for the Knicks. Deuce McBride has come in for New York. Here comes Holiday. Under 5 to go in the first quarter. Boston 5 of 16 so far. Tatum. He's averaging 27 a game. New York 3 consecutive wins at home. They beat Phoenix here by 14 Sunday. Brunson, long three, puts it through.
Yeah, the rhythm is back, right? You can see how he's flowing into that three-point shot. The movement starting to come back. That muscle memory.
Here is Tatum. The 15-footer is off. And the rebound by New York. Karl Anthony Towns has it. Here comes Hart. Trailing Towns. Pritchard comes out on him. Under 4 to go in the first quarter. Shot clock is down to 7. In the corner, Brunson 3. Tatum rebound. Since the All-Star break, Boston has gone 19-4, and one of the reasons why, great support off the bench like Hauser hitting another 3 right there.
Hauser, Cornette, Peyton Pritchard, who will probably win the Sixth Man of the Year. Again, they go deep. Coach Mazzulla not afraid to play 9-10 guys.
It's McBride with 3. Rebound. It's Tatum. He's got 4 with Holiday the other way. Those shoulders seemingly in good shape. Hauser with another 3. It's off. Towns with the rebound. No one takes and makes more threes than Boston. Hart the other way. Towns on top. Boston has beaten New York all 3 meetings this season. Towns takes it in hard. Got it.
They're going to wave it off.
Yeah, they sure
They're going to wave it off. The dribble versus a great defensive player.
Bridges out. Mitchell Robinson is in. He did not play the other day against Phoenix. Chiseling his way in. Brunson knocked away by Tatum. Picked up by Pritchard. 3-on-1. Hauser trails Tatum to the hole. Foul on McBride. Count it. And Tatum will go to the 27-12. Boston on the road 32-7. The best in the NBA. 2 wins away from having the most road wins in the history, or tying for the most in NBA history. Brunson on the move. Robinson was in there digging it out. It's off New York. Boston's ball.
Nice job there defensively by Pritchard, crowding Jalen Brunson and then sending him into the trees of the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, best record on the road in the NBA this season, that of Boston. Shot clock at 10. Tatum with a full head of steam going for Cornette on top with basket interference.
Think about that for the Celtics. Best road regular season record ever. Big game, obviously, here, right here, unfolding in tomorrow in Orlando, I believe.
It's Robinson. He was injured. He is back. Anunoby, Robinson, first time he's played the Celtics this season. Hard inside. That's over Tatum for 2. Knicks have led by 9. Knicks now by 5. Pritchard the other way. Best bench score in the league. OG Anunoby is on Tatum. Quick spin, drive, feed, inside. Cornette fouled as he fired. 1:24 to go here in the first. All things NBA 1 today, powered by Microsoft. Hart picks up his first. Cornette is at the line, a 70% free throw shooter. And he, Reg, Sunday against Washington, had a double-double. 13 points and 14 rebounds.
Yeah, 4 games, 11 points, shooting 73% from the field, 8 rebounds in 22 minutes. Now, again, a lot of those games without Porzingis, so his minutes are up, but he's also producing as well.
Anunoby, Hart will swerve. Brunson for 3. Jalen Brunson knocks down a triple and give him 10 points in this first quarter for the Knicks.
22 between Cat and Brunson.
Holiday inside, puts it up and through as he budges his way in for the deuce. Foul.
This team is built around 2 players, and that's Holiday and White. If those 2 guys are playing the way they're capable of playing, it's going to be very difficult to beat this team 4 times.
The weaving McBride. Hart is inside, defended right there by Cornette. Rebound fought for. Look at on the ground in the great hustle. It's put in by McBride as he was trying to dig it out with 34 seconds to go.
McBride getting on the floor, being scrappy.
Psychologically as much as anything.
Absolutely.
Knicks have it. Shot clock at 7. Brunson on the perimeter. Holiday will defend. Shot clock at 2. Do they know? Anunoby, and it's off in time, but the shot no good, and Robinson sticks it back up and in. Knicks by 6. Final seconds, first quarter. It's Tatum. Top 5 scorer. Cornetta screen 3. Good. Puts it down.
Robinson,
pretty shot.
Too far back. You've got to show higher on Tatum.
Hart will put it up on the fly. And the quarter is coming. Rebounding was huge tonight. Right now, the Knicks are +7 in rebounding in the game. They're shooting 54%. They lead by 3. Second quarter is underway. Shamet is in. He's on Pritchard. Here is Brown. Towns will defend. Jaylen Brown will try to work inside. It's Porzingis against Robinson. Rebound Towns. He's got 5. Inside, Karl Anthony Towns, and tipped up and in by Robinson again.
Nice job there by Mitchell Robinson again on the offensive glass.
It's a 3 from White in the corner. Robinson the rebound. Shamet will release. And Cam Payne, who comes in for the first time, will give off to Towns for 3. Rebound inside. McBride dives and gets it to go.
Joe Mazzulla, you cannot be happy on the defensive boards here. The Knicks offensive rebounds extending their lead.
That's a foul on New York on the missed 3 by Brown. A little more than a minute going deep on the bench when Brunson was out. 3 by Brown, rebound by Shamet. They were also without McBride for 8 games. So those guards and the depth at that position really put the onus on New York, and Brown trying to defend Towns, and that is a tough chore, and a foul goes on Jaylen Brown.
Keeping this team off the glass.
Back-to-back 50-win seasons for the Knicks. 30 years since that has happened. Pat Riley coaching here at the Garden. The last time that occurred in the 90s. Towns will take it inside hard.
To make it in the postseason. So if Jaylen Brown tells coach, I can play and I want to work through this, coach trusts it. He confirmed that. He said, listen, every player's playing through some sort of an injury or a nagging pain right now. So the trust factor between coach and the players is big on this.
Sometimes just being on the floor gives those other 4 guys a little bit of motivation that you being out here, Gimpy, helps us out.
Peyton Pritchard, 84% free throw shooter. Payne picks up his 2nd personal foul. Upcoming national TV schedule tomorrow. Lakers, Mavs, Nuggets, Kings, both on ESPN. Thursday will be in Indy. Pacers hosting the Cavs. Wolves will be in Memphis. For more on these games, go to NBA.com. Payne a 3, no. Rebound by White. He's coming off a 19-point performance Sunday against Washington. Here is Porzingis.
Oh, what a pass.
What a pass. What a fine finish. Well by Hauser.
First of all, Hauser with the nice screen, the split screen, and then dive. Once the confusion happened for the Knicks, beautiful play to dive down and get the pass.
Payne slaloms his way the other way. Here is McBride. It's Towns thrashing his way into Brown. Good shot. Boy, he is on tonight. Karl Anthony Towns with 14. He averages 24. And as you said, he's only averaged 15 against the Celtics this season. Pritchard will drive. Shamet is there with an easy 2 for the Boston guard.
He straight moves Shamet out the way. And he's given up 3 or 4 inches against Landry Shamet. Nice move there by Pritchard.
Last time they met late February, Boston won by 13 points. Towns across the lane.
Look at this.
Beautiful offhand shot by Karl Anthony Towns with 16.
Nice little jump hook there by Karl Anthony Towns over that right shoulder. Going into his bag here.
Here's White, hounded by McBride. Pritchard, Hauser, White, the fake, the fire. Missing the 3. Rebound Towns, outlet to Payne. Cam Payne played for a host of teams. Nice pickup. He'll slash his way into three. Knocked away by Porzingis. Out of bounds. Towns on the move. 15-footer off the glass. That time he puts it in. The lead is 9, equaling the biggest for the Knicks tonight over Boston. 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter. Porzingis, it's a three. Lake Crow's McBride. Nice stroke there. Here's Payne. Shamet, last time Towns played the team, he had a season-low 9, knocked away inside. It was Porzingis and Hauser and Pritchard racing the other way. White uncorks a three. Rebound inside, offensively Hauser. To his knees he goes. The ball jarred free. Here come the Knicks. Shamet and Towns. Payne, the fake. The feed, and picked off by White and fouled by Payne as he was flying the other way. 7:08 to go. Thibodeau was telling us before the game, finding his rhythm, knocking off a little bit of rust. All important steps as they head to the playoffs.
Minutes restriction. In his first game back, he played 34 minutes.
I know it.
What kind of minutes restriction is he on?
In the corner, it's a Kristaps Porzingis three-point hit.
That's back-to-back threes for Porzingis.
He's got 8. Under 7 to go. Weaving his Payne, and out of bounds it goes, and a New York Knicks turnover. And a timeout taken and available. So they've been able to get that number of wins with a lot of different looks.
And that's why there's a lot of optimism in this organization come playoff time, having the health.
Pritchard, 3. With a rebound by Shamet. Andrew Shamet has played with a variety of teams. Here's Towns, came in the trade in October. In the corner, Shamet, 3.
You're going to double Karl Anthony Towns on those high screen and rolls. You've got that 2-and-1 on the backside.
Boston shooting 41%. 56% shooting for New York. Porzingis with a 3. Hauser took a swipe at it, out of bounds and off of Boston. Little more than halfway through this, the number 3 seed in the Eastern Conference. Rebound by Pritchard. Tatum, and he goes down low. Porzingis, he was shoved by Bridges. There is a whistle and a foul. Make every
Starting 5 on the floor now for the Knicks.
Tatum, long 3, and Anunoby is out there defending. White will try to save. Diving is Hauser. It'll go across the line, over and back. It'll go to New York. So, Reggie, the Celtics had a month of March on the road under Joe Mazzulla of 8-0. And this is their first April game tonight. But their road record, and we've mentioned it before, is approaching historic numbers.
We talked about the band of brothers when teams come together. When you can go into someone else's building and get a big-time victory, that's what helps you come playoff time.
Bridges, a 3.
Nice little run here over the last minute and a half, especially from 3 for the Knicks.
His first basket tonight. Cornet is back in the game. Porzingis is out. Tatum is tangling with Bridges on top. The Iron Man will pick up the foul. The second on Mikal Bridges.
Defensively, I mean, they have stepped up their game at that end as well. We know offensively they're very potent, but defensively they're doing a good job of holding teams down under their point average. Again, this team is rounding, trying to run it back and back-to-back championships here.
Well, they're also trying to get to 60 wins again, with the best road record in franchise history, which we've talked about, but aiming for back-to-back 60-win seasons. Last time that happened was the conclusion of 2009. Here's Hart and Brunson and Anunoby. Look at them clam their way into Towns, and he still was able to make it go. He has been unstoppable, and 20 points for the New York Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns, who grew up in New Jersey and was traded from Minnesota here in early October. Hart reaching in, poking at Tatum. Tatum through traffic. In the corner, White. He tees up a 3. Towns had the ball. Tatum shoved him, and Tatum picks up the Boston foul.
For Cat. Look at this zone.
Anunoby. Long shot won't go. Rebound chased and retrieved by Bridges.
Another offensive opportunity for the Knicks.
Here comes Anunoby down the lane and fouled as he was bashing his way to the rack. And a foul called on New York. This Anunoby, the 32 points he scored Sunday was out, Reggie. His scoring went up an average of 5 points a game for New York.
Again, you never want to use an injury as a blessing in disguise, but OG and Mikal Bridges really come playoff time. And you mentioned this earlier. This is only the 5th time that this starting 5 really has been on the floor together. So now that they're trying to find that rhythm, the continuity with 1 week out before the real season begins.
Cornet picked up his first foul. Biggest lead for New York right here in this one of 11. Holiday catches, moves by Hart, kicks back to Tatum, the 3 over Towns. Rebound Hart. Knicks on the move. Approaching 3.5 in the half. Brunson, Bridges, 3, no. Rebound chased, and Holiday will watch it go out of bounds. It's Boston's ball, as they'll bring back in Porzingis and take out Pritchard.
Now here's the different thing that Coach Mazzulla likes to play, the double big, having Porzingis and Cornet on the floor at the same time. If you're Coach Thibs, no adjustment here. He's going to stick with his starting 5, and now you've got Hart guarding Porzingis, who's more of a pick and pop type player anyways.
Boston 6 of 24 with 3.
Got to
switch. They get their 7th right there, laced by Porzingis. Another 3 for his 3-point shots in the second quarter, with 11 for Boston. And we know that Boston has made more 3-pointers this season than any team in the history in a single season in the NBA. Hart triple teamed. Porzingis knocked it away in the corner. And Brunson will try to make a move. Holiday there defending. Shot clock at 6. Ball knocked out of bounds. Hands off. Bridges fading away. Got it. Knicks are shooting 54%. And a quick foul is called on Bridges, and that will be number 3 on him with under 3 to go in the first half on TNT.
Love the party, but I was here. Well, Jalen Brunson told me it has been night and day since the first moment that Cat joined this team. The comfort level's there, the chemistry's there, but I think what people didn't realize is what a willing passer he was. He's always looking to make the right basketball play, and that's the way that Tibbs wants him and encourages him to play too. So sometimes the narrative about him was that he's soft, Jalen told me, and he said it was so refreshing that the narrative was so opposite of the reality once he became my teammate. And what a great compliment to say about Karl Anthony Towns.
He averages 3 as
White does not make illegal contact on Hart's arm on the shot attempt. Therefore, the encore ruling has been changed to a no call. At the time of the whistle, there was imminent possession by Boston. Therefore, the challenge is successful. It will be Boston's basketball.
I guess they didn't see the contact down low on Tatum.
You saw it.
We saw it. I saw it.
You saw it.
It's your job not to. It's my job to report. What is great at blocking your shot.
Yes,
one of the best shot blocking guards in our game, and maybe ever.
Terrific player, all defensive player. Tatum maneuvering for the shot. White will retrieve it. Got by Bridges. Kicks it inside. Porzingis will finish. 14 for Porzingis. 12 in the second quarter for Boston. And with that, Celtics are down by 7, trailing moments ago by 11. 3 Bridges, rebound Tatum.
It's like Boston's just waiting and biding their time here.
Porzingis, Tatum, the quick spin on Bridges, and that is a quick spin, and he gets it to go, and 2 is left as well, and he's got 15.
Talking about someone who is owning. Tatum has owned the Knicks this season in terms of scoring.
Anunoby 3, rebound Porzingis. Down court it goes. White will uncork a triple.
Well, it's been this double big lineup that has gotten the Celtics back in this ball game. Of course, of rebounding here for the Knicks. They've gotten 1 shot, and it's off to the races.
Boston is on an 8-0 run as they reset the shot clock. 6-year-old Joe Mazzulla. Youngest coach since the 60s to win an NBA championship. Last year, Anunoby. Cornette picks up a foul. He was trying to tangle with Towns. Boston had a foul to give.
Cornette.
To Karl Anthony.
There's the switch.
Karl Anthony Towns working into Holiday. Doubled by Tatum. Got free. Rejected goal. 10 count. The 2 on the shot by Towns.
Nice patience offensively there.
Good point.
By Karl.
22 for Towns, Reg. And he averages 24. As you pointed out, he's not had good games against Boston. High scoring games this season.
I like the efficiency he's playing with. 9 of 13, 8 rebounds.
Tatum's got it. Cornette will set the screen. Lurching. Tatum and Anunoby defends, and this is over OG.
Great defense by OG.
3-on-1. Hart, Brunson by White, and down.
That layup induced for Brunson is all created by the defense of OG. I mean, that's excellent defense against.
And now we're down to 10. It's Cornette underneath. There's Porzingis. Double feeding to Cornette. Big to big. Knocked away. Great D. And Brunson cannot get a shot away. Holiday defending as halftime has
On these patented runs anytime throughout a game.
Right, they're so versatile, and they know that there is no perfect formula to win a game. Coach Mazzulla told us before this one that his message to the team on every game day is find the way to win. That could look a million different ways, and their lineup can go a million different ways. They've played such a variety of lineups all season long. Jason Tatum told me that Coach tells him all the time, every single day is a puzzle. How can you make the pieces fit together?
Porzingis has been a three-point shooting machine. 5 threes in this one for the Celtics. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Cutting, Hart out to Anunoby. Brown is there with the defense. 3, no. Rebound Tatum. Boston is plus 18 points on three-point shooting tonight. Brown muscling his way inside, and Anunoby is there. Just took it away with good Knick defense.
Look about the handcuffs. OG Anunoby.
Towns 3, no. Rebound Hart, lost it. Anunoby on the ricochet. And the Knicks will set. Brunson, who just had the assist, and he matches up here against Porzingis. Oh. Inside they go, knocked away, deflected by Boston's defense. Here comes Brown. Bridges will pick him up. Trailing Holiday, triple, no. Towns has got the rebound. He's got 10, so another double-double for him. 57th of the season, number 2 in the NBA. Bridges had it pickpocketed inside the paint. Here comes Holiday, cross-court Brown, deflected by Brunson's defense inside.
Holiday gave that ball up too soon.
Celtics to inbound. Porzingis trying to get free and does, although he's sandwiched between Bridges and Towns. He'll make a move, and the 15-footer won't go. Rebound by Hart. New York pretty good on second chance points. There's a 3. It's put in by Brunson. Hits the triple, give him 15.
That's his third on the evening.
Brown drives, Towns defends, foul. Karl Anthony Towns of New York. It is his first. Tonight from Madison Square Garden, the NBA on TNT is brought to you by the new crispy tenders at CarMax. What? The way car buying should be. Can that be? What is that? Wait a minute. Hold on.
I'm holding.
Hold on. Are they serving tenders with cars? Are there tenders in the car?
Because if there is, you're in.
We just had the marriage of 2 different sponsors, and it was ugly. Who wrote that?
Only you can laugh about it.
Well, that just goes to show you, I literally will read anything they put in front of me without even looking. Like, holy cow, what does that say?
They put it in front of you. You just read it.
Did you see it?
It's your job to report it. That's what you said. It's your job to report it.
Here's Brown at the line. Knicks bring in the NBA's best road record. 8 consecutive road wins for the Boston Celtics. And 2 more road wins. They get NBA history, equaling the most road wins in a season. Right now, Boston by 2. Biggest lead has been 3. They've trailed by as many as 11. Brunson on top, approaching 8 to play in the 3rd quarter. Brunson doubled as they blitz him. Anunoby down the lane hard, hits the net, fouled as he flew.
When the Celtics go to this matchup zone, I love
Defensive efficiency of the Knicks improved by about 3 points. They had to because they lost some offense.
when those 15 games with Brunson out, OG averaged 24 points. Bridges 20.
Wow!
Porzingis is on one.
He is on a heater.
He is on one. 6 of 10 from distance, 23 points, and now he's really basically matched Karl Anthony Towns.
Brunson working his way in. Brown deflects it out of bounds. Shot clock at 13. As here's Towns, 68-64. Boston by 4. Bridges over White. Rebound by Jaylen Brown. Bad right knee and all, will chop and lurch and fire, and Bridges knocks away the shot with some terrific New York defense. Into Anunoby. Oh, what a rejection inside Porzingis.
OG Anunoby absolutely tried the unicorn on that. What a
experience, but this year, boy, has he played well in his 7th NBA season.
And was playing fantastic
Yes,
in the playoffs until
he
missed both free throws, until that hamstring injury sidelined him until Game 7 versus the Pacers.
Anunoby 5-5 tonight. It's Tatum trying to work his way inside one of the best defenders. That is Bridges. Good battle. Fade away. Got it. Pretty shot, Jason Tatum. It's the biggest lead for the C's tonight.
I don't know how you guard that. That is a beautiful move there by Tatum.
Bridges is saying the same thing. Brunson, the stutter step, the drive, and the feed. Corner, Bridges 3, no. Hart parachutes in and puts it through.
What I love about Jason Hart's game, you could put him on any team in the association and he would be a plus player. That's how good he is. He can play in any system.
Tatum lost it. Shot clock down to 5. Porzingis.
Oh! Okay.
How do you even begin to explain it?
Well, he did used to play in this building, so he's used to the sight lines.
He was drafted by Phil Jackson to come here to New York, and here comes Brunson on top. Halfway through the 3rd. Poked away by Holiday and out of bounds.
Holiday's defense.
Shot clock at 9, under 6 to go in the 3rd. Dancing is Brunson. Tatum defending, and he laces a triple.
That's a big answer.
Beautiful shot by Jalen Brunson.
Big answer from a big-time player.
4 threes for Brunson in this game. Boston has gone 7 of their last 10 3-point shots. White, Porzingis, Bridges defends, knocked it away. Whistle inside, foul on the Knicks. It's on Bridges.
Over those last months with Brunson out, a combined 3 of 14 and 10 points.
There's Porzingis at the line. Former number 4 overall pick in the NBA by the Knicks. Taking a look at our FanDuel live point spread for tonight's game. We began at plus 2.5 point Boston lead, 5.5 in the 3rd. Celtics have 3 of the top 7 3-point shot makers in the NBA on this team. White, Pritchard, and Tatum. But tonight it's been Porzingis. Everybody getting in the act for the defending champion Celtics. In stride, Hart to the right. Foul as he was rocketing to the rim for New York.
Just does everything.
He averages 14 and 9 rebounds. Fans right there, picked up by Brown. Makes a move, open lane, no one came, and he takes advantage of it, exploiting that open lane to drive. Celtics again by 5, with about 5 to play in the 3rd. 50% shooting for New York, 45% shooting for Boston. Brunson, three, no. Rebound, Brown tapped. Pritchard is in. Tatum's got it. Porzingis at the other end. Even for a 7'3" player, that was a pass too high for him to lasso.
Maybe they do. Maybe they do.
And if they don't, they should. Brunson threads one inside. Anunoby had it knocked away by Cornette. Brown down court. Here's Pritchard at the other end. Brunson picks him up. Anunoby at the other end with the steal. Brunson, Hart, knocked away. Pritchard knocked it away. Brown will take it for Boston. Working on Brunson. Tries to work him down low. McBride is in defense. Shot no. Rebound Hart. So now they've gone to McBride and Hart and Brunson. Brunson, three, screened by Hart, three won't go. Rebound, Miles McBride. Deuce McBride, a three, go!
Instant offense off the bench here by Deuce McBride. They need some type of shot in the arm here in this third quarter. The offense has been real stale.
Last win in this building for the Knicks over Boston goes back to February of 2023. Tatum working his way through, lost the ball. Brunson has it. Here comes Anunoby. It's Tatum on front. Anunoby is there. Screen by Cornette. Sets another screen for Tatum. 7 to fire. 3 no good. Rebound Hart.
Now the Knicks defense stepping up.
This is what they've shown of late in the absence of Brunson. Now they want to keep that trend, as Tom Thibodeau told us before the game. Pritchard will defend. Brunson will fire. Robinson is in. Grabs the offensive rebound. It's McBride with three. The rebound by Brown of Boston. It's Pritchard. Number one scorer off the bench in the NBA. There's a
offensive foul on Cornette.
It sure is. And the screen on Hart, foul going.
To me, this has to be all OG and Deuce McBride these last 2 minutes and 40 seconds offensively.
Hart up top. McBride trying to cut.
Great defense by Holiday, denying McBride.
Here comes Payne. Shot clock at 4. Anunoby on the wing. He'll maneuver and cut with a little Euro step to get free. And the New York Knicks on a 12-3 run.
What a move by OG. He never would have known he had that in his game.
Hauser, three. He's a top 25 three-point shooter. Anunoby has it, and Hart the other way, and Holiday in the way. Cornette watches Anunoby. He'll go right by him inside and scoop it off. On the doorstep and out of bounds. And off of New York, they say, unless they change it. 27-12. Overall, second consecutive 50-win season. Boston 2 wins away from their second consecutive 60-win season. They play in Orlando tomorrow night. Tatum on top. Cornette with a hard screen. Holiday will drive. Anunoby will defend, and off the glass for the 2.
That's how Holiday started this third quarter. Up to 9 now for Holiday.
It's McBride finagling his way inside. Pritchard will defend and pumps him out of play. Shot clock is at 15. Whistle and a foul. It's called on Pritchard. Payne to Hart. Now Anunoby. Hart the screen. Hauser comes over there to fill. Double dribble. Yep. We saw it last night. We see it right here. Although they didn't call last night, did they? Down in Sickley as they won in the semifinals. Here's a three by Holiday. Good. Holiday laces one from outside. And he has got 12, and he's got 10 here in the third quarter for Boston. A minute to go in the third.
And talk about his defense here in the third as well.
That's always the first sentence with him. That's a McBride triple. And a rebound by Tatum. Early release, Holiday. The fake, and they quickly converge, and he throws it to the side, and Hauser was cutting, and the ball went left, and Hauser went right.
What a game.
Against good teams, the New York Knicks are only 12-19. That's teams with records over 500 and 0-8 against the top 3 teams in the league. Hart, 3. It's out. Rebound Holiday, snares it and takes it the other way. McBride will defend. Different shot clock, game clock, about 4.5 seconds. New York a foul to give. They push Holiday. Oh, what a twirling move inside. Got the loose ball. Cornette will vacuum it in, whistle, and out of bounds. Celtics this season.
And he's already proven his worth and value with the offensive rebound and 2 and 3 possessions for the Knicks.
Bound. And cutting was Pritchard, who knows no range. Tatum, foul. They had a foul to give. That was on Hart. He picks up number 2. Side out. So this is the first game of a back-to-back for the Celtics, and in game 1s of back-to-backs this season, 10-2. White will inbound, 3.9.
What's the lob here?
Bridges in, Robinson out. White. Tatum. Defended by Bridges, doubled by Payne. Good! Got it to go. Counted for 2 and bought the 4th quarter. They've led by 11. Boston's been up by as many as 7. Celtics take that lead into here. They go with a runner inside. Payne finds 2 and takes that 5-point Boston lead to start the 4th and make it a 3-point Celtic advantage. And here's the first possession of the 4th quarter. Robinson comes out on Porzingis. Tatum trying to free himself for the defense of McBride. Shot clock at 4. Tatum. Corner 3, Hauser no. Rebound Pritchard and kicks it back out. Porzingis to White. His 3 is good. Right over Payne.
Coach Thibodeau was right. They ran him off that 3-point line in Porzingis, but he found the Celtics' best 3-point shooter in Derek White. 258 made 3s coming into tonight, and he's made 3 already.
On the move, off the baseline, Payne hits the deck. Shot was short, whistle, out of bounds it goes. It will be New York's ball.
I'm not sure it should be 24 seconds. I don't think Pritchard had possession.
Speaking of White, Reggie set the team record for 3 points made in a season. And he's number 4 right now in the NBA is 6. New York to inbound. And Cameron Payne will search. Athletic catch by Hart. Drives right into Tatum. Robinson had it out of his hands. Pritchard comes up with it. Boston the other way. Robinson there to meet Pritchard, or rather to meet Porzingis with a handoff to Tatum.
Robinson's not good in these pick and pop situations. Now if you're Tatum, take your time and go to work.
Which is what he's going to do with a 3 rejected by Robinson. What a defensive stand. McBride the other way. Here comes Bridges. On the wing to Payne. 3. Good!
The Knicks a plus 8.6 with Payne on the court, and he has provided some depth here for Tom Thibodeau and the Knicks.
It's White. Pritchard will cut inside. Got it. Nice pass by White on top.
Payne now off the bench with 7.
Payne will make the move. Hart will find Bridges. And out to Cameron Payne. Driving on White. Takes it into 3. Tip in. Robinson, no. Rebound Robinson. Hits the deck. Bodies on the floor like confetti and picked up. It's Pritchard the other way. McBride is defending. And Hobble still coming back. It's Porzingis. Another 3. No. With a McBride rebound and an outlet going to Payne. Knicks down by 5. They've trailed by 7. Celtics have trailed by as many as 11. Towns doubled into Tatum. With ease, he slides in for 2, and he's got 26.
Yeah, only 4 points here in the second half. Remember, he had 22 at halftime. So he's been real quiet here.
White making a move. Towns will meet him on the perimeter. It's a 3.
And they just come at you at waves. Right now, Celtics 16 of 41 from 3.
3 threes for White, 14 points for the Celtic guard. Across the lane, Towns outside Payne, uncovered from 3. Rebound Hauser. And a timeout Boston.
Screen and cut to the hole, and he'll find you.
Porzingis with a screen. White will be on the perimeter. They go inside with the mismatch on Hart. Doubled by McBride. Always in a straight jacket. They take it away. Great Knick defense. McBride the other way. Looking for the trailing Hart and finds Payne. Bridges, boy, they're small. In the corner, they got Towns. Drives and tried to hammer it inside. Working on Porzingis with the foul.
I think they may take a look at this if you're
all shooting. Here comes White with 8 assists and no turnovers and 14 points. White's got it. Trying to cut inside, threw it away. Tatum couldn't get the pass. And it's McBride the other way. His Knicks down by 6. Bridges making a move and puts up the 2-pointer. Off the hands of Porzingis. 3. Bridges.
needed it. Big time shot by Bridges, who has struggled tonight. He's up to 8 though. 3 of 11, 2 of 5 from downtown.
Coming off a 22-point performance Sunday against the Phoenix Suns, Mikal Bridges puts it in. It's Tatum. He's got 19, and that's a 3, and make it 22.
And 3 of 9 from distance for Tatum. Look like Brunson getting ready to check back in. When do you come back with OG as well?
It's Towns, and Tatum will take him. Shot clock at 6. Towns with a nice spin move for 2. And a foul. 53% from the line. Another double-double, 57th of the season for Towns, the most double-doubles in a season for a New York Knick since David Lee had his 65 back in 08 and 09 for New York.
David Lee was a walking double-double in his playing days as well.
When healthy, he was a good player here and in Golden State. Pritchard. And here comes White, and Brunson is on him. Screen Tatum. White drives, looking for Hauser. A lot of congestion down low. Pritchard one to fire. Off in time and off the glass. He banks it home. 5-point Boston lead again.
They have so many weapons. They don't rely on 1 or 2 guys. All 5 guys are live ball.
There's some Tatum defense on the perimeter and lost the ball. It is off of Boston. New York's ball. Never a possession. 13 seconds on the shot clock. The season series with the Celtics. There's a screen by Hart, and Brunson will chip his way inside and miss the short shot. Got the miss. Out to Bridges. 3 is away, and that will sail out of bounds. And the Celtics the other way. Tonight from Madison Square Garden in New York, the NBA on TNT. Tatum. What a shot.
I mean, if you're Bridges, that's 3 times. Great defense, but better O, Kev.
24 for Tatum. Working through traffic there, Towns. Bridges is picked up, makes the fake on Porzingis and gets it to drop. It's White. Bridges again, working on Tatum. Tatum will explode and stop. With a fadeaway.
Oh, that's not right.
He got it.
That's
Tatum.
not right.
Wow.
It's almost child abuse at this point. They need to stop it.
26 points for Jason Tatum. Brunson got the screen from Hart. Brunson takes it inside. Porzingis is there. Down goes Brunson. Foul called on the Celtics.
Yeah, look at the
Bears to average 25, 8, and 5 with Antetokounmpo, Doncic, Jokic, and LeBron. Brunson at the line. And he's got 19. Celebrate Earth Month with the NBA and Trashy. Redeem a take-back bag and rewards. Scan to claim your free Trashy bag. Hope I can say that. There's another Brunson free throw. 5-point game.
Now Bridges off of Tatum. You put OG, a bigger, stronger, more physical defender.
Bridges with the defense on White. Pritchard got a screen from Porzingis. Shot clock down to 6. Over Towns, 3. And the rebound by OG Anunoby.
Got numbers.
Kick it out to Brunson. And up high for Towns. Well-orchestrated transition for the Knicks, and it's a 3-point game.
And what a beautiful lead pass there by Brunson. And his 6th assist here.
31 and 11 for Karl Anthony Towns. Porzingis will drive and put on the brakes, and a 15-footer is down.
That's his first score in here in the period. 29 for Porzingis.
Brown sits after a lot of time early. Weaving is Brunson. Ignites his way through that defense, and he'll set up on the side. Here is Towns again. Anunoby 3. No. Porzingis the rebound. 3.5 to go. White feed, Tatum, corner, Hauser. Drives on Anunoby, who poked the ball away from behind, and a New York Knicks foul. A little bit of momentum heading into what could be a second-round matchup in the playoffs with the Celtics, should they finish number 3 in New York numbers. And they go inside, and Porzingis slips with a Boston turnover, and here comes Brunson.
Boston doing a lot of this work without Jaylen Brown on the bench now.
Screen for Brunson, feed to Bridges, who finds himself open for an easy 2. Good maneuvering.
1 possession game now.
White is on top. Bridges will defend. Down low for Holiday. Back to Pritchard. It's a 3, and it's off, and a rebound by Towns. Here comes Bridges. Brunson and Pritchard. Shot clock down to 7. Brunson inside and at the line will put it up and bring it. 8-2 run and a 1-point game at the Garden. Towns the top 2 scorers for the Knicks. Here comes White. Under 2 to go. Tatum with it with 26. On top White. It's a 3. Rebound by Karl Anthony Towns. 13 for him.
You got to assume this is going to be Brunson in this high-scooter role. See if he can take the advantage of whoever's guarding him.
He'll go on Porzingis. Brunson will dance. Brunson will fire for the lead. No! Rebound Anunoby. Doubled up and down! It's the first lead of the quarter for New York. White is on the wing with 14 drives on Karl Anthony Towns. Cross court, out of the reach of Tatum. Boston turnover. Knicks hit Brunson. Cornette will be on the New York guard. Here's Bridges open from the line. Put it in! And New York leads by 3.
Well, if you're going to trap that high up, nice job by Bridges, who's one of the best 2-point shooters in our game.
12-2 run by New York. It's Tatum digging his way. Karl Anthony Towns in the way. Tatum 3. Deflected. Foul called. Towns.
Here's Thibodeau. Are they going to take a look at this? Did Karl Anthony Towns get Tatum?
Tatum at the line tonight, a perfect 5 of 5. Brunson out. Robinson has come in for the Knicks. Tatum to tie. No! Bridges has it. Half minute to go in regulation. It's Bridges weaving through traffic. Timeout. New York will take it up by 1. 27.4 to go in regulation on TNT.
Shot blocking guard and Derek White guarding him.
Bridges will get it. It's off to Brunson, and he'll take it, and our shot clock is down to 11. White is on Brunson. Hart will set a screen. Brunson will try to orchestrate. With the 1-point lead, Brunson will drive. Cutting Hart. Got it to go. What a pass by Brunson. What a finish by Hart. 3-point lead. 11.9. Here comes Boston. Here come the Celtics. It's Tatum on top. Tatum jab stepping. A 3 for the tie. Good. Got it. 2.9.
Well, Jason Tatum, he missed the free throw moments ago to tie this ball game up.
But it's season. And 0-8 against the top 3 teams in the league, OKC, Cleveland, and the Celtics. So looking for their first win this season against Boston and trying to break that 0-for-8 mark against the best of the NBA. Feeling that now that they are whole, that they can be in that conversation, or at least make the attempt. And here comes Bridges watching Tatum. Shot clock is down to 5, and Tatum the shot for 2. Hart with the rebound. He's got 11.
How about the start of this overtime period? No Porzingis and no Jaylen Brown for the Celtics.
There's a turnover by New York and picked up by Hauser. And Tatum who tied and back to Holiday. Tatum's got 31. Holiday will drive and take it inside and kick. White 3 for the Celtics. Rebound. Towns touched, held, fouled. Cornette will pick it up.
That's going to be number 4 on Cornette.
There's a look at Jaylen Brown. Just 22 minutes tonight and 2 of 8 in red.
100% going in these playoffs.
Good game for Brunson tonight. 22 points, 8 of 17, 4 threes.
34 minutes, right?
And 9 assists. Yes, he's doing it all. Checking all the boxes. A Hart screen. Behind the back, Brunson off to Hart. Shot clock at 3. Hart will have it. Long 3. No. Ricochet saved by Anunoby. It's loose. Here comes Cornette. The strides. White on the side. Down goes Cornette. And shoved that way by the defense of Josh Hart with a whistle and a conversation among the officials. Each team shooting about 46% inside to Hauser. Snuck
Knicks,
inside, got 2.
No, the Knicks fell asleep. They were talking about assignments, official, and found Hauser.
Big night for Towns. Muscling his way into Holiday. Here's a 2. It's picked up by Hauser and off to White. White has got 4 threes tonight. And Brunson will defend.
Boy, OG is just wrapped all around Tatum.
White got free. White on the move. White can't hit it. Cornette got a hand on it. He'll retrieve it on the baseline. Back outside Hauser. New shot clock with which to work for Boston. Tatum the spin. The drive. Splits the knee. Fouled as he took it inside. Raised 5 of 6 tonight for the C's.
Another missed free throw here by Tatum.
Recent 6-0 road trip. Best in franchise history. First road game in April tonight, and it's here in the Garden against the Knicks, a team they may see in the second round of the playoffs if everything plays out. Knicks are in need of a win to capture the 3rd spot in the Eastern Conference. Boston solidified at number 2. 2.5 to go in this overtime. Anunoby 3, no. Rebound. Towns held, fouled inside.
Tall order for Holiday to try to keep Karl Anthony Towns seasons, and you have not been able to win, especially in this building with this home crowd, this fan base. sometimes it can be demoralizing. So yes, this game, in my opinion, is much more important for New York because, again, you mentioned this, they may see one another in a few weeks once the playoffs begin. And you want to say to yourself, okay, we know we can beat them, and this is how we did it.
They have weathered the 15 games that Brunson missed. They went 9-6, and they stayed with Brunson gone, their best player. They stayed number 3 in the East. Another miss picked up by Holiday.
From the free throw line, 10 of 17 for the Knicks.
Towns 5 of 7 from the stripe. Here's a whistle.
Foul on Towns, number 4.
Carl Anthony will pick up his 4th, as Reg said. It's White on top. Every Knicks starter is in double figures tonight. It's knocked away by Towns. On a throwaway by White. 3-on-2. Towns down the lane and down. Ties the game at 110.
What a play defensively by the Knicks.
It's Tatum against Anunoby. Off to Porzingis. Slithers, drives, fouled by Hart. Two of 4 from the line. Porzingis. As we bring in Adam Lefkoe from our studios at TNT in Atlanta. Adam. Boston by 2. Adam, thank you. Under 2 to go in OT. One of the great rivalries in the NBA, but it's been one-sided of late with Boston on top. Here's Brunson with a shot that goes down. Ties the game at 112. He's got 24.
Professional shot maker there by Brunson. Anytime the Knicks need it, he delivers.
8 ties, 7 lead changes. Tatum on top. 32 for Tatum. Porzingis with 31. 3. Tatum. He can't stick it. It's picked up by the leaping White. Jump ball with Hart.
That's a quick jump. Both of these players could play for any other team. All the little intangibles they bring. Boy, if Derek White can find a way to tip it to Porzingis and OG and Tatum, that's what I'm talking about. If he wants the middle, he's going to try to take the middle.
It's Brunson in the Knicks. White is on Brunson. Brunson at 3 for the lead. Rebound Porzingis pulls it down, and it's off to Holiday. Drew Holiday against Bridges. White is on top.
Watch these slip screens and get the advantage for Hauser in a 3 in the corner.
White will spin and feed Porzingis for the lead.
Oh! A 35-footer from Porzingis. That is his 8th made 3 here. Coming back to haunt his old team.
8 threes matches a career high. Brunson on top. Knicks down by 3. Half minute to go. Porzingis is on Brunson. Brunson again. Porzingis is there. Shot clock at 4. He'll make a move. He'll put up a 3. Altered by Porzingis. In the corner, it's alive and saved, and a whistle. Shot clock at 14.
Coffin corner, that's what it's called. Very difficult to get the ball in, especially you are surrounded by Celtics if you're Brunson.
And look who's on the ball, Cornette.
Put a 7-footer on her, makes it even difficult with that wingspan. Look at the wingspan, and he is surrounded by Green.
He gets it into Towns. Porzingis is there.
Took his eye guy off the ball.
13.4 in overtime.
Can you get it in?
They get it to Holiday, and climbing on him was Hart, who picks up the foul. Celtics will be at Detroit Thursday, and they play Cleveland Friday as Holiday knocks it in, makes it a 4-point game.
And they got to win one game, or the Pacers lose.
Pacers have got to lose,
and the Pacers are on a heater right now. They want again.
Indiana will. The free throw story. Holiday at the line. 92% free throw shooter. Knicks will take a timeout. Inbound. Anunoby's got it. The bump into White. And he'll plummet his way into the paint. And make it a 3-point game. Here comes Holiday. Off to Pritchard. And a foul. 5.4 with a Boston 3-point overtimes for a season at 34. At the line is Holiday. And it's back up to 4. Since the All-Star break, the Celtics going on to win tonight would be 20-4 after a 14-1 march. And that'll do it. 5-point game. Here comes Brunson. They'll let him go. And the 3 is down. And Boston wins in overtime.
Thủ nhặt sau để chuẩn bị cho bữa tối nha. Bởi vì đợi khoai chín thì khá là lâu nên là mình có thể tranh thủ đi làm việc khác. Đó. Nay thì bán mua rau mồng tươi rất là ngon. Đây là rau mồng tươi. Cái này thì chúng mình sẽ xào tỏi. Nhặt lấy cái non này, bán cọng non. Chỗ này già mình sẽ bỏ đi nhá. Nhặt kỹ. Thích nghe âm thanh này không?